Hello, Joe here, and I'm messing about with DSS again. And here I've built on a bit of board, prototype board, a DSS, and I built it on an area of 1.5 by 1.5 inches. Now, it uses the AD9850 and it uses two switches, the rotary encoder push button switch, the and an on-off switch, which this one simulates the on-off switch, and this switch simulates the push button, which would normally be on the rotary encoder, and a rotary encoder, of course. It uses no LCD display. Okay, it's quite easy to build. There's only a few wires to connect up. Now I will switch it on. You see I've got the timer counter connected to the output of the module. I'll switch it on and you'd see there the frequency displayed at 7.07 megahertz. Now if I press this, which is I call the VFO select switch, you can have this as two VFO I've implemented on here, VFO A and VFO B. If I press that, you see that both VFO outputs are the same. That's VFO A and that's VFO B. If I rotate the rotary encoder to change the frequency, you see the frequency has changed. It's now 1.17. Now when I press the B to go on to B VFO, you see the frequency has not changed. And if I go up again, you can see I can do it as many times as I want. That is VFO A, that is VFO B. Now, if I hold this switch down, simulating VFO A, and turn the rotary encoder to about 7 megs, there, 7 megs, and if I let go, it has not changed VFO A. VFO is still the same as it was before. And if I press that, you see, VFO B is 7 megs, VFO is that value. Now, I will show you again. I will move this VFO A frequency down to 149. If I look and see what's on VFO B, it has not changed. Another feature of this code is that it has multiple step functions. It goes slow, fast, slow, or fast, slow, fast if you want. Now at the moment it's on the default value. When you first switch on, it changes at 10 kilohertz step. We lose that when we first press the switch. If I press the switch now, the first press, the frequency is moved in only 10 hertz step. See this digit here? It's only moving in 10 hertz steps. If I press it again, it moves in 1 kilohertz steps. You see, 1 kilohertz step, that digit there. If I press it again, it goes back to the slow. And if I press it again, it goes in 2 kilohertz step. You see, that digit jumps up 2 times every time you move it. Right? So that's the step, multi-step, and that's the VFO selection and the rotary encoder demonstrated. Now this simulates this lead that you see I've got clipped there, simulates the cal switch. It could be a link, but I've just clipped a ground on there at the moment. That, when you first switch on and you're not calibrated, can either be on or off. But to go into cal, it has to be off. The link has to be off, or the switch has to be open. If I now switch off rather, hold down the copy switch and press power up again, you see with the copy switch held down, it will indicate 0. This indicates that you're going into cal. Let go of the switch and it will display a frequency. It displays a frequency on there of 1.249. Now that, when you calibrate, you want to calibrate it to Vmax plus Vmin divided by 2. That happens to be off between the two of the frequency. So we have to calibrate, we have to adjust that to 1.250. Okay. Now, it's in the cal mode at the moment, as I've just put it in there. Now, when I calibrate, I have to adjust the pot. Now, the movement of the pot is very slow. You won't see it there because it's on 10 hertz rate. If I move this timer counter down to a 1 second sample period, whereby you can see 1 Hertz change. Previously you could only see 10 Hertz change. You will see now, when I move this switch, you can see the frequency moves. So I'll move it down to calibrate it, and incidentally that figure you see on there is what was inside the EROM. So I can move it up now to the desired calibration frequency, which is halfway between max and min, which is 12500. So I'll move that up. There you are, we're there. Now to get a more accurate reading on that, you can, on this professional timer counter, I can select a 10-second sample period, which means that digit now is 0.1 Hertz. Now you need a good timer counter to be able to do that. So that now is 0.1 Hertz. So I've calibrated that frequency to within 0.3 of an Hertz, which is good enough. Now to exit the calibration, you then have to put the link onto the cal input or cal switch. And I'm clipping it on here with the ground. If I can get the thing on. Yeah, I got it clipped on there. Now when you've done that, to exit the cal, you've got to now rotate the thing, the knob. When you see the frequency change, it means that you've exited the cal. Right? When you see that, you did see it change just then, means that you've exited cal. And you see now it's moving a lot faster. Now that's exited cal. Now you can then remove the link, throw it away if you want, power down and power up again. And when you do so, you have calibrated it. Now if we then go back into cal, we should see that the cal value is now that what we've just set, because we've saved it. One hopes. If I hold that, go into cal, take your finger off, and you see it is what we set previously. It is what we set previously. You can go and take a 10-second sample on it. Let's do a 10-second sample. Every time that light flashes, that 10-second light flashes, it means that it's taken a sample. Is it going to go? There it goes. That light tells you a sample has been taken. And you see, that is, within 0.4 of an Hertz, because I said that was 0.1 Hertz window on there. Okay, normally people, the AM, they use their counter at a 100 millisecond sample period, which gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. Those eBay counters have got 5 digits. So if I blank this off, this is what you'd normally see. Yeah. If I move the button now, move the rotary encoder. Switch it off because I put it in calibration mode. Move the rotary encoder now. You see the frequency changes. And that's about it really. I don't think there are any other functions that I haven't described. Anyway, bye for now. Joe here.